Go for Life. What is that program and what are some of the activities you can do? Well, we'll tell you about that in this edition of WJTS Inform. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Joining me in the studio is Jan Dougan. She is with Purdue Extension. She is the Health and Human Sciences educator. And Jan, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill. It's great to be here and talk about Go for Life.
Now, Go for Life is a national campaign to get folks who are over 55, but you can do this if you're under 55, to be more active.
Yes, we want people to be more active so that they can live better, longer, and be independent.
Now, Go for Life is a national campaign.
Yes.
So it may be here in this county, it's run through Purdue Extension, you may go to Colorado, somebody else does it, but it's something that everybody should be thinking about. But let's talk about what are some of the activities? How does that work?
Okay, so Go for Life really is just about encouraging us as we age to be more active. But within the Go for Life program, and Purdue Extension is a partner with the national organization, the National Institute on Aging, that provides these materials on Go for Life. And we are providing in the community activity books. It's like a workout to go, you might think about, and it can be activities, exercises that you can do at home in the comfort of your home with very little or no expense to you. And it will help you to maintain your strength, your balance, your flexibility, and your endurance.
Well, if I'm not active, what are the consequences? Come on, I like watching TV. I'm just going to watch TV when I retire. I'm just going to sit and do nothing.
Okay.
What are the consequences going to be for me that I'm not thinking about?
So if you think about some of the simple things that we do in our daily life, if we don't have strength, I can't get up from out of this chair because I don't have the strength to push me up out of the chair, right? Have to be able to do that. If I want to continue driving and I don't do activities to maintain my flexibility, I'm driving, can I look over my shoulder to see if anybody is behind me? I know we have fancy mirrors and backup programs now in our cars, but you still have to do this every now and then, right? Look over your shoulder to see who's behind you. Without flexibility, we can't do that. If we don't have our balance, how do we walk? We have to maintain our balance to be able to walk. So these things, these exercises or activities that we do will help us to maintain our balance, our flexibility, our strength, and then our endurance so that we can keep going.
Now, it's never too early to start some sort of activity program, but is there a point where it's okay? It's too late. I'm 65. It's too late for me to start exercising.
So the thing to think about is that if we don't do anything at all, things aren't going to get better, but there's a chance they're going to get worse.
Okay.
Right? So we'll be less mobile. We'll have less strength. We'll have less flexibility. We may not be able to walk. So then we're going to lose our independence, right? We won't be able to do the things that we really enjoy doing. So Purdue Extension has partnered with the National Institute on Aging to offer Go for Life. And these workout to go booklets are being placed out in the community. You can get some right here at the TV station if you stop in, or they will be in your public libraries that you can pick them up there. And these are a place to start. Maybe you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. Well, this activity book shows 13 different activities that you can do in the comfort of your home, and you will increase your strength, your flexibility, your balance, and your endurance. And you know what else, Bill? I would like to challenge people to think about when you're watching your favorite TV show, sit in a chair with arms like this, because you need a chair with arms like this to do these activities. Gather the supplies that you need, which is simply some kind of towel that you have, a tennis ball or a ball that you can use to squeeze, and then you need some weights. And you want to start with maybe 1 pound. So this is 15.5 ounces, which is almost 1 pound. So this serves as a weight. So really, you don't have to purchase anything. Most of us have these things in our home. You maybe not have a tennis ball, but maybe your grandkids have a tennis ball you can borrow, or the one that the dog uses, right?
Right.
So you can grab that and use that. Or even a water bottle is 16 ounces. So if you have one of these, you can refill it and then use it for strength building. So these are some of the basic things that you need, and this booklet shares that information about the basic things that you need, and then some of the basic exercises that you can do. And if it's okay with you, Bill, I'm going to show you a couple of these, and let's see if you can do them.
I think I would love to.
All right. So always before we exercise, we need to warm up. So if you're going to do these activities at home, and the reason I say pick your favorite, what do you like to watch? Is there something you watch every night?
WJTS News.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Featuring Jan Dougan in the in.form program.
So while you're watching WJTS News, and are there very many commercials in that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so chances are during every commercial, you can do a couple of these activities, and by the end of the news, you'll have your activities done and you'll know what's going on in the community. Okay. Win-win, right?
Yeah, that's a win-win.
Win-win. Okay. So we want you to warm up though. So basically you could just stand up by your chair and you could just walk for a few minutes just to warm the body up and get things moving before you start any activities.
And we're talking about walking around in your living room. Or walk from the bedroom to the living room, the bedroom to the living room. Okay.
Right. Or walk in place.
Okay.
You know, walk in place so you don't miss any of the news. So for strength, you want to take the ball and you just want to do a hand grip. So you hold the ball in the palm of your hand, you slowly squeeze and hold it for 3 to 5 seconds, and then you let it go, you relax, and then you squeeze, and then you relax, and you do that for about 10 times, 10 to 15 times.
You could also use a stress ball.
Sure.
A lot of folks, give these stress balls out. So.
Sure, you could use a stress ball. So what this is doing is providing strength to our fingers and our hands, and so those jars that you want to be able to open, you're going to be able to continue to do that by doing this exercise and building the strength in our hands. And so yes, whatever you do to one side of the body, you want to do to the other side of the body too. So 10 to 15 on each side of the body. And as you're starting out this routine, I would only do one set. And then after a week's gone by, if you can do them every night, that's great. But if you can do them 3 times, 2 or 3 times a week, that would be fine. So pick. I'm going to do them every Tuesday and Thursday night when I watch in.form, and then that will be your goal to do, and then you're more likely going to achieve that, okay?
And the idea really isn't to build up bulk and become Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's to be active, to just do an activity.
It's to maintain your strength, flexibility, balance, and endurance, and to make sure that you don't get weaker. And stay independent. So the next thing we want to do is we want to try another strength exercise with the can of beans. So basically you see I have a tennis ball, I have a couple cans of beans, and I have a towel here and a chair with 2 arms. That's all you need to do any of the exercises in the Workout to Go book. So I want you to hold your weights at your side at shoulder height. So that would be here like this. And then I want you to push them up over your head, keeping your elbows slightly bent, and then bring back down, and then hold up and bring back down, and hold up and bring back down. That's all you have to do to help with that, and do that about 10 to 15 times. And if you feel like that's too much weight for you to begin with, a pound in each hand is too much weight, find a can that's a little less. Find a 5-ounce can, or do it without any kind of weight at all to begin with. And again, repeat that 10 to 15 times, then 2 to 3 times a week, and then next week add another set of repetitions to it. So you'll be doing it 2 times, okay?
Simple.
Simple, very simple. And there's other ways that you can use that, but we're just giving some of the examples out of the booklet that we're able to do here and show. And some of the standing ones we're not going to be able to do, but there's a number of standing ones where we're going to stand behind the chair, we're going to do leg raises, we're going to do toe raises, we're going to, in your home, sometimes when you're in your home, just walk across your kitchen or down your hall with your toe to your heel, and then toe to heel, and toe to heel. That will help you with balance. And that's really important. And if you feel a little wobbly while you're doing that, you might want to do that while you walk around your kitchen where you can hold on to something. The kitchen is a wonderful place to maybe do some push-ups. You can either do wall push-ups, or you can put your hands on your kitchen cabinet and just push away like this to help build strength in your upper body. So this little exercise booklet to go is really going to be a benefit for you to get started in doing some activities so that you can stay independent longer.
And really, these are activities. These are not crazy exercising using a machine with the weights and everything. This is just little simple things that you can do at home with really no cost.
Right, no cost to you, will greatly improve your health and well-being. And to make sure that you get this done, if you've got a spouse, have them join in and do it together. So if you both sit and watch in.form in the evening, and whenever in.form comes on, say, honey, it's time to do our activities. Let's do them while we watch Bill on the TV. And by the time in.form is over, you'll have the 13 activities in the booklet completed, and you'll be on your way to living better longer.
And really, you won't realize the benefits now like you will in, say, a year or 2 years, or when you're 75. You said something off the camera about, I may look like this, but it's inside how I feel that makes a difference.
Right. So, you know, we get gray hair, we get wrinkles, we get that mature figure, and when people perceive us, they see us to look like we're older, but yet inside we still feel younger. And so it's important to help our body maintain that feeling that we have of youth and being able to be independent by doing activities.
And so we're not looking for a great commitment. We're just looking for simple things at home, just a little bit of time each day.
Right. And challenge yourself. Challenge yourself or challenge your spouse. Find a buddy who wants to do this with you and check in with each other, and that will help you to be successful. But like we said, pick in.form Tuesdays and Thursday nights, do your activities, and at first, a few of these may hurt. And if you feel extreme pain, I really want you to check in with your physician. But if you just feel a little bit of ouchiness, or, oh, I can tell I did something, you know, it's just because you haven't been doing anything for a while. So be patient with yourself. If you can only do 5, just do 5. 5 is better than doing none at all. And just keep increasing the number of repetitions you do, and keep doing the activities and keep adding more, and soon you'll be feeling really great.
Life is simple if you make it that way.
That's true.
All right.
Go for life.
Go for life. Jan, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Our guest has been Jan Dougan. She's the Health and Human Sciences educator with Purdue Extension. Go for Life is an activity program that you can pick up here at the station, or you can pick up at your public library, or call Jan and she'll get you a booklet. Start today, because the sooner you start, the better off you are. Thanks for being here. Thank you for watching WJTS. We're local people watching local people.